Hi, good morning. We are talking about the Copyright Act today. Copyright Act refers to the legal right to an original work. This law set a condition that anybody can use this law to get some part or maybe the whole of the original work of somebody else's. Uh, this law indicates this is a good law for everybody, for the teachers and the students. They can use the any other kind of the work that is produced at that time, and also for the producers, artists, writers, creators. It would protect the financial benefit of them. Without this law, these people that work hard to produce the, the kind of art or writing or creation of some musical production, they lose the compensation that they deserve. Fair use is the condition that shows how much of that work can be used for teaching purposes. Of course, the teacher that using it at the beginning have to say that the work is copyrighted and cite the owner of the copyright properly to tell that who was did the work and benefit goes to who. The four factors is also there's another condition that shows that how much work can be used, for free without paying. For example, if there is a in the school, the media center would buy a magazine. And the teacher would use that magazine, the article which is in that, and teachers for the student and refer the student to go over there and look at that, and then make a copy of the pictures of that article, and then explain it for a student and use it in a classroom is perfectly all right because under the four factor conditions. Four factors that says how much of the work of the others can be used for free. The first one is that is work would be general and used for the teaching purposes, teacher and the student and in a school. The second condition, the second four factor condition is that the work we use for non-profit condition. So it's not any intention to sell the work of the others, just to teach it to the students and students to learn better. The third condition is the minimal amount of that work be used, not all of them. The fourth condition is that the teacher or student that are using the work are not in intention to replace the original. They just want it for teaching purposes, and of course they obey all the copyright law. With the advent of the science and technology, there are other kind of the media that can be used for producing and introducing and distributing the artwork and other kind of the work that is the World Wide Web, the CDs and the DVDs can be used. So there should be a law that tells us that how much of that kind of a work teacher and student can use it. In 1996, U.S. House of Representatives Subcommittee on Court and Intellectual Property adopted guidelines, a set of fair use law for this kind of the work. And this is the setting that anybody who are going to use the CDs or web or DVDs need to have in mind. The first one is about the books and prints, that the amount of the book that your article that the teacher can use is about 10% or 2,000 words that can be used free for classroom and teaching purposes. The second one is about the images, pictures, images. It's a photography and has a lot of work. The 10% of the work can be used for free, or maybe only 15 images. In the case of it's just a couple of pictures, 5 pictures can be used. In the case of the videos, 10% of the video or about 3 minutes of the work is permissible to use for free as a fair use. The numerical data, in the case of data, there should be 10% of the data can be used, and which are about 2,500 fields. The teacher can make several copies, make 3 copies of the work, keep one of them as the original, just in the case the original destroys or something happen, and the 2 copies for the service and teaching purposes for the student. Teachers and a student can keep the work for future use, for job interviews or for portfolio students or something, but not more than that. If there's more than that, they need a permission from the owner of the copyright. A student who produce a work, they can use it at the time that they will be producing it at that semester at that time, but then later on, if they want to use it, they have to have the permission from the owner of the copyright. Teachers can keep the work for 2 years and then use it for teaching purposes in other classes or other places, but more than 2 years, they have to have a permission from the owner of the copyright. This is also, as we said before, at the beginning of the work, they have to cite the owner of the copyright and say that it's under the fair use of the using that original and original work. This is about the copyright, a very summary of all of them. If there is any question, please email me at btawassolian@tw.edu, and the question that may arise, it depends on the kind of a work and kind of the use that everybody is using it, if it's a CD or DVD or so on, and especially at this time of the year that is Christmas, and we're using the music. That's another thing that we have to have in mind, that how much we can use that is according to the law of the Copyright Act. Again, thank you very much for your attention. My name is Badri Tawassolian, and the book that I used for all of this is Smaldino 2012. The name of the book is The Instructional Technology and Media Learning. Thank you very much.